Yeah, love. Oh, I do not know about today. I'm just very kind of low energy. I had a late night last night. Editing the next video out, which should hopefully be up by this weekend. I'm a good almost 2 odd minutes into just everything's done by the visuals and sound effects. Voiceover and sound are done, but it was a late night editing last night, so I haven't got tons of energy today. Literally just got rid of the dog, which, as much as I love him, I got less sleep with him. But it's going to be a very whatever kind of day today. Let's get that off. I'm going to start off with just relaxed. Let's do the Pokedogu for the day. And see if I can remember what seems like a very heavy, out of context, over day. Which my go-to dark type Unova. Oh, why is this on loop? I do not. Is it? Next. Can I play something other than Slumber World? Please. Or do I have to replay the playlist? It's going to play post, so I can know that much. Let's go next. There we go. That's the chill vibe we're going for. Okay. Dark type from Unova. There's Scraggy and Scrafty. No, they're fighting type. See, Unova is my blank spot in my knowledge. And there's now a stream on that I want to watch. God damn it. Pangoro and Pancham went Unova, were they? They were Kalos, I want to say. Bishop might be one. Ponyard and Bishop, did they have... You know what? It's going to be a very just throw stuff at the wall kind of day. Ponyard. See, I can't remember where Ponyard sits, whether it's Kalos or Unova. Because Kalos had a very small dex. Unova had the resets. I'm trying to remember what was similar. Like, what were dark type Gen 1s that were Unova? You know what? Let's just type in 3 letter words, see if anything comes up. Because Pancham and Pangoro, I think I remember them not being. Swanna was the right gen. Pan didn't work. Sun. More random 3 letter words. I just need something to prompt my brain. Because I'm on a very go slow kind of day. Obscurity, no. And nothing's prompted me. The Simeon, no. See, once it goes 3D is where it picks back up. This is just a massive, a massive hole. Let's go hit Joel. Explosion. Is there any... I'm trying to think. Dark type, maybe legendaries or mythicals from Unova. I mean, there's Zorua. There's always Zorua and Zoroark. They're definitely dark. You know what? Let's have them at the top and see if anything else pops up that prompts me. No. Now, Zorua and Zoroark. I think Zoroark is probably going to have less. 9.2, that's not bad. Unova Bug. Galvantula will. What's its first form? Because Galvantula is 1, but I feel like its first form. That I can't remember for the life of me what its name is. Galvantula, and what is its name? Zap. Just trying to hit part of its name. Pin. Galvantula's first form. What is it? Would it be? It's not Blipbug, no. I've done Pin. Pin was all of those. Galvantula and what? Because the fact that I'm struggling to remember its name. But just type in Galvantula whole. Will some of it randomly fill in this list? Oh. OP. The opposite of every bug type. I might, you know what? Let's just go Galvantula. Oh, for a 2.8, that's actually pretty good. I feel like its first form would have got way more. Fire type Unova. This would be the interesting one because I feel like the go-to is going to be Darmanitan, but like Darmanitan Zen mode. Because it's got the mode. Like any modes I found are pretty good. You've obviously also got the starters. So you got Tepig, Ember, and whatever the middle form is. I'm forgetting. Yeah, let's go Majora. Doing a Pokedoku just to start off the day pretty chill. And yeah, you found the sounds immediately. That's what I was playing around with in between streams. It's just a load of random fun sounds for you to just. That one actually sounded better than I thought it would. Yeah, you got a few just nice reaction stuff, and I got the price down way low. I could just set the delay if I need to, but I feel like you're responsible enough not to spam sounds at me. Just okay. Unova Fire. Let's go. Jump. I'm doing pretty good. I was up. I didn't get much sleep with the dog because it kept waking me up the other night. But I got more sleep last night-ish outside of editing a video for this weekend. That, fingers crossed, should be out. I'm a fair bit of the way through. I just kind of got to keep powering through, and hopefully we'll have something for the weekend. As well as the VODs should actually be caught up this weekend. Again, fingers crossed. I got the 12-hour stream VOD uploaded. Didn't take as long as I thought it would. And then I just gotta upload the last stream and this stream. I'm gonna just blitz this weekend, hopefully with videos on like everything. Yeah, we're looking good. How have you been? Dark monotype. Oh, I'm terrible with monotypes so far now. Dark on its own. Monotype's just single type, so it is only dark type. But I'm ridiculously bad at remembering single ones. Like, fire type's probably the easiest. Now you see Mimikyu would be ghost type. Like ghost fairy. That would be a dual type. I think if I'm remembering that right. Monotype, like, it is only that one type. Yeah. Or first line of evolution of a dark type would maybe be easier. That is true. This is something that I've actually wanted to do. It's just how much can I have overlap? Like, maybe if I don't go for a good table, technically. Zarudada. Is that dark? I think that might be dark grass. It's like, but Zorua would be one. So I think I'm gonna go with the dumb idea. I'm gonna try and fill the board with as many similar Pokemon. Try not, like, because I could obviously go, oh no, I couldn't go Garvantula for the, I couldn't, that wouldn't work. But single bug, what is just a bug? You'd have like Scatterbug. What's its second form? Wait. Yeah, like Caterpie B1. I'm trying to go like niche, like get the lowest score possible. So I feel like a load of people will go Caterpie. I'm trying to think, others Orbeetle. But then what's its middle form? Because you got Blipbug, something, then Orbeetle. Which I actually feel like Blipbug will be a good one for this, because I feel like Blipbug is just... Yep, that's actually pretty low. 3.7%. I'm actually getting half decent scores with this, even though I'm doing terribly. Monotype bug, what is... Oh, what was I just saying? I forgot now. I was on like the Blipbug Orbeetle line. Scatterbug, Spuper. I feel like Spuper is monotype bug. Yeah, 4%. Your TTS and what? What do you mean? What do you mean your TTS and Caterpie? If you redeemed one? Oh, sorry, TTS and cheap. I misread that. Yeah, I thought people don't use them enough, and I'm right as well. There's no point in me putting them up because people don't spam them. I've learned to trust we're having like character growth. Now I read the thing. It's like, oh wait, my TTS are now Caterpie, and that's just me not knowing English well. Fire monotype. So you could have like Magmar, Magby, Magmortar. I feel like they're obvious ones. Slugma? Is my cargo part rock? Slugma's not a bad one. Larvesta's a bug. What about 4th gen? Rack my brain for... Because 5th and 6th I start to get a bit questionable. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So Slugma, I think if I remember, is solely fire. Do I go for the joke? Wait. Oh. Darumaka. I think Darumaka is solely fire. I'm shooting my shot. And it's 3.5. That's actually quite low. And I get my stupid let's fill the board with similar Pokemon. And first line of evolution. Ooh, no, he's ice type. I was gonna like go like Darumaka, Galarian Zen mode. Which just takes on the fire. First line of fire. Which is obviously a lot more. Are there any multi-form fire? Or I could just... Would people think of Larvesta? Because I love a good bit of Larvesta. Just gonna have a quick scan through, see if anything prompts me. First line of fire. What people put Slugma? Oh, that's good. True. Roly-Poly, I think. I feel like it's slightly cheating, but that's actually not a bad one. Because it's later in the gens. No, it's rock! Oh, it gets fire later. Oh, that's one gone. Oh, I was with you as well. We both thought the same thing. Yeah, nah, that's a shame. That's 5. We both got it wrong. I wouldn't have put it in if I thought it was wrong. Fully thought that was right. Gonna try for Dark, 'cause I feel like Dark will get less. Yeah, because it gets it later. I feel like when it goes to Carcoal and Colossal, it gets fire. As Roly-Poly, it's still rock. First line of a Dark evolution. Because it could go... No, as Pancham, it's not Dark yet. Carvana? Would people think of Carvana? You know what? I've already lost one. Let's try Carvana. There he is, Cargo. Yeah, again, Cathedra I think is going to be one of the more popular ones. And we'll go through the results and see what else people have put in the minute. I kind of like this way of starting off streams just chill doing this. There's a Scraggy line, but I feel like people will do Scraggy. Yeah, no, I think I'm going Carvana. I'm going to shoot me shot. And it is, and that's a 1.8. Oh, I actually got a really unique score there. The 1, the fire as well. I dropped it in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, people went with Scrafty. What was one of the more rare ones? Sandile, people didn't really do. Dino. That was a decent one. There's so many that I forget a Dark type from Unova. Darumaka. Yep. I could have just... I am going to try a day where I just do one Pokemon or one line of Pokemon and just hit as many as possible. Which would be easy to do like the Eevee line if a day lines up right. Slugma was relatively low. Sizzlipede. Oh, Larvesta wasn't actually a bad shout. And people didn't really go Fuecoco. The starters are further down than I thought they'd be. Houndour was actually the lowest. Joltik, that was the one I was trying to think of. Oh my god. Was there one lower that there was? Skaboopy, Anarit. Oh yeah. Oh. But I don't think it did too bad. I'm wondering if my phone lines up with it. Probably will because it's logged in with the same Google account. I'm glad it clicked off that. Like half a second of something showing up where it shouldn't have. Okay. I didn't do too bad with that. But what I'm gonna attempt to do today And we're going to be back at it. If I come over to this and load it up. While the game loads up, we're going to be attempting the infamous sandwich. And going for Illumaz again. So we're getting the cherry tomatoes out. Which I feel like I found an updated sandwich list, which might make it a little easier. Nintendo eShop? Oh. Okay, Nintendo eShop purchase. I didn't do anything. It's my Nintendo Online for this year. Memberships, eShop, seats. Okay, let's first of all check what outbreaks we've got. Swap. And are any of them going to be Illumaz? Nope. And is it even... I'm not in Kitakami, so it might still be night in Kitakami, hopefully, fingers crossed. I will say, if you haven't been doing the Pokedoku, it's actually pretty good for like forcing you to learn Pokemon properly and fill in gaps. Like, I learned that, and I'm forgetting now. Hooper in its normal form is Ghost. When it goes into its unbound form is Dark. Which just completely messed with me. So from Ghost Psychic to Dark Psychic. Because I thought, let's go for its form. That'd be a bit more rare. Nope, its form is a completely wrong type and just ruined my day. And speaking of day, it is still day here, annoyingly. And I don't know if there's a quick way to make it night. We are also, I realised, doubling up music. Let's pause that. But I could turn the music off in game. Because I think I actually prefer the music that I'm playing. Let's turn background music off. And play music again. There we go. So if I'm not going to be hunting a Illumaz because it's not night, who else is on my list? Let's quickly load it up and see. Because I've got Electivire, I've got Gliscor. Are they the only two I've got towards the... I swear I've got three. DLC team. Who am I looking at? Electivire I've got, Illumaz I've got, Gliscor I've got, Duraludon, Masuda in Sword and Shield, or Empoleon Masuda in Scarlet and Violet, which I feel like is something I'm going to do in my off time because that's just a lot of weight and that's kind of a boring stream. And 2 Cannon SOS in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which I feel like is potentially a run-up to the DLC kind of thing to do. So out of the 2 of them, Empoleon, Duraludon, they're both Masuda, and I feel like Duraludon is the one I kind of want to do. Which I don't actually remember what Duraludon's shiny looks like. But I forgot who was in the team. But when I was looking the other day, I was like, oh, what Pokemon are going to be in the Indigo Disc? I forgot about Archaladon. His evolved form. I'm trying to look up his... I can get rid of the list so I can actually see my screen. Just trying to look up his shiny to see if it's a super obvious shiny. Not really. I mean, they're a little bit if you're looking out for it. So it's not a great shiny, but hopefully Archaladon fixes it. But I feel like for now, I'm actually going to swap it to Sword and Shield. And we're going to go... Oh. Before I do, I'm going to empty out my boxes. I'm going to swap to Sword and Shield and do some Masuda breeding. Hopefully get that mill tank look that I got in the other stream. For DURALUDON. Because that would be ridiculous. Which, just if you're curious... working on the intro for what is a camping video that I started ages ago, but then the Teal Mask came up and I kind of sidelined it. Just in the intro minute and a half, there are 11 of my shinies showcased, which I think is just kind of funny. Let's go into Sword Shield and just mash release a ton. Because I don't think I've done that for a good bit. Where's my cursor? There. Okay, want to keep my Pokemon active for the decks. Can't release eggs. Hello, Squirvets. Oh, apparently that doesn't work. And there's all the mill tanks. There's actually not that many in this save. So if I go release. Best way to mash release. Like, even if you haven't got a home subscription, you can do this. If you plan on breeding for any shinies. Or even just like catch comboing them. Select more. Just because obviously I'm planning to get a lot of eggs. And especially DURALUDON's probably going to need a fair few steps to hatch. Thinking about it now. And select these. I don't know if I'm coming close to my 100 max. Okay, let's check all my other boxes. See if they're all nice and empty. The random alchemy on its own because it got left out. Raid Adventure shinies, normal shinies with a random Squirvet there. Right. No, none I need. They're events. Yeah, I think my boxes are pretty clean. So we can jump into Sword and Shield quite fresh. Yep, cool. Okay, we've emptied it out. So I'm going to quickly throw in Sword.
Hey Panaye, I know you're gonna be making a sandwich now. So I thought of giving you some tips on how to do it correctly because you fail so horribly. Step 1. Take the biggest ingredients first, place them firmly and take your time. There's a timer for a reason. Step 2. Place them evenly, don't place all of the ingredients in one big pile. We're not trying to achieve a new world record here, are we? Eh?
To be fair, that is advice that I did. Oh, there's more.
Step 3. Don't be a Panaye. OMG. You had to be there to see how bad he is at making sandwiches. I wasn't there, but I'm trusting chat on this one. Step 4. Avoid placing the top bread on. You don't need it for the effects to work. And lastly, get out there and have fun shiny hunting. I bet you could get some and return to stream before Panaye made his sandwich. Happy hunting. This is all jokes. Love, Majora.
I'll keep that in mind. If it was night, how's it going, Craig? Yeah, you just got some lore dropped on you that I am terrible at making shiny bug sandwiches. It literally took me an hour to make one. But luckily, it is not night in my Scarlet and Violet game, so I'm not hunting Illumaz at the minute. So we're actually we're hard pivoting away from sandwiches, and I'm not gonna subject you to what will probably be more than an hour of me trying to make that sandwich. I might even go like salty herb and just go minimum ingredients. But no, we're gonna be Oh, and I was in the slumbering world recording for the video. We're going to be pseudo methoding for DURALUDON, which hopefully I've got the team for. That is a Gallade. So we're kind of there. Yeah, he's ready to think, because I needed it, honestly. Because that is my flaw in a nutshell. So it's just good to practice English writing, isn't it? Especially when it's not your first language. But that with anything, I am more likely to rush it and try and get over with, especially if it annoys me. So if I want to give it like half an hour and then maybe jump back into Scarlet and Violet and see. How's everyone doing, by the way? I haven't checked, like, what have you been up to? How's your week going so far? How'd the weekend go, considering I didn't manage to hop on? That's 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, you could write my scripts. Because I take so long writing my scripts. I mean, obviously, I've got to think through the whole video. No worries. It's survival of the fittest over here if you can't take it. And then there was one. Let's see if I can find my DURALUDON. He shouldn't be too hard to find unless he's under my camera. And I don't want to have to search for him. Actually, oh, there he is. I was going to say, what are we betting that I find one this stream? It's pointless me putting a prediction on, because it's a Monday stream. No one's rarely on. Let's see. So Volcarona should be in the party for hatching. Yeah. Oh, I've also got a. Let's see. It's the random eggs. I need to hatch these eggs. I think they're still from like the living decks. Me just trying to get Alolan forms. We're gonna go box 12. That's where I want them to go. And now we're just onto some chill times, honestly. If there's anything you wanted to ask or know about me, now's the best time to ask. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to do stream-wise. Oh, I did what? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So same as like I've got the cheering. I want to do just general like booze and stuff like that. I want the full spectrum of like what is a thing and just coming through audibly. Just because that sounds funny. And there's another one that I'm completely blanking on. So you got cheering, happy. You got the booze, angry / annoyed. Oh, and laughs. But the laughs felt weird to try and do. I gave them a go. But just me laughing constantly just felt weird to do. I mean, I guess I could also just leave this in the background. Yeah, I mean, they're all toys for you. That was part of me reducing the costs. The only one I didn't reduce was the challenges, but that's because it's like video specific. And I was like, some of those were getting kind of dumb, so if I didn't get a load of dumb challenges, that'd be great. But also, for the next time I start the form deck stuff, the challenges are going to work differently. Because now I've got it to where I can put in a list of things. And from that list, it will pick a random item, so only one challenge is active at a time. But every challenge that people put in is able to come up at some point. So I've been trying to work in more sort of like game show concepts kind of thing. Make it a bit more inviting. So I've got one where it will randomly pick from the list every so often. One where I get to make a choose from the list. And there was another one. I've got like 3. Let me go check, because they're literally apps in my folder. And these are all like ChatGPT stuff. Yeah, it's like I say, if people can't take random essays that is just like streaming jokes, they're not where it stayed. I'd appreciate if they did. But at the same time, I'm not going to fight to make people stay. Let's see, apps. Oh, I'm on the wrong hard drive. I just find it funny that your essays completely break like the TTS thing up there. Like it doesn't even bother showing your name or anything. Oh, there we go, apps. Oh, so I've also got the counter. Counter, random choice list which picks a random thing off a list when I tell it to. Oh, random key presses every so often. And is that my controller battery? It looks like it. Yeah. So, every so often I can make it, like, so if I give it an interval, ooh, and there's the first hatch. What are we betting? Are we saying, I've got multiple, I'll shove it on charger in there, it's fine. Are we saying first egg is going to be shiny? I don't think so. But he is off the screen and way bigger than I thought he'd be. Because the main way to tell by the top of his head is if it isn't red. And the top of his head is literally off screen. You're betting the third egg for the shiny. You might not be wrong. We did have stupid luck. We got just over like a box and a half before we got Miltank, which has made its way into the video, by the way. Because I was looking through, I was like, I wanted to choose like, oh yeah, I also changed the shiny sound. So it is the Sword Shield shiny sound. So if I'm playing Arceus, you can't gaslight me. I might change it if I'm ever like on Arceus again, just if I'm feeling like being gaslit for a bit. But you got one, no, not one more. It will be this one. Potentially. Have you called the third one? Drum roll. No, I don't think so. I think the blue also gets paler. What are the sounds that they put in? Achievement sounds. Oh. Yeah, we've also got ads for stream, which I just thought, because I've seen this, I've clearly, yeah, hopefully, this one? No. I just robbed this idea wholesale, because I know we've got like love-hate relationship with ads. The necessary evil if I potentially ever want to make streaming feasible. Random sticker on the side. I mean, you could... Oh no, I think it's 100.
It's time for the advert!
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I can play a 30-second ad, why not? Hopefully I can... I'm tempted to set that up with StreamerBot so it's automated. But essentially, I'm going to have it just be pre-roll. But if I play a 30-second advert, it turns off the pre-roll. So when you got your sub there now. When it eventually runs out, you just have the pre-roll and nothing else. I've swapped it over. So it won't be every, like, I think it's 30 minutes. It'll just be one advert in the stream and then none. And people can choose to play the ads. Like, viewers get to choose, essentially. Which I feel like is better than every 30 minutes forced. And I've just wholesale robbed that idea from Doug. But if I was to do it automated, I need to set it up with StreamerBot. No. So anyone who's subbed is fine. Oh, wait. I'm gonna quickly, because I can't see on my box. Yeah, the benefit of being sub, but when you're not, and if you don't get gifted a sub or whatever, obviously then you'll only see one for the whole stream. Unless someone decides to just redeem the ads. Oh, you do? Maybe I'm gone for like 30 seconds. You're like, you know what? Instead of seeing nothing, let's watch an advert. Which is just kind of funny. And I made it as like over the top as possible. Which save you wasting your points. I'll play the sound again. And I won't do the ads. Thankfully, the way I've got it set up, it doesn't autoplay them. Yeah, I've got to think about making it semi-feasible. Mainly because I want to try and keep a constant idea of if it's feasible for me to like full-time it at any point. There it is. Oh, it's also on a cooldown, which I think the cooldown is actually a bit too quick. I think you can only play them every 15 minutes. You'd be surprised, considering it's only, I say only 4 subs, grateful for all of them. But considering it's 4 subs, I've made almost 10 times the amount off of those 4 subs than I have off of ads this month. Like it's been 43 pence in ads. But I've not really got viewership. Complete pivot. Although that makes sense. 50th anniversary, Jesus. Like I remember them being big when I was a kid, and the fact that they're still a thing is surprising because that's now 27 years since they were like huge, and they're still pretty famous. Like a load of people can name them, and obviously being Swedish, you'll be able to name them. One of the biggest Swedish artists to come out of the country. Outside of Loreen, who just won friggin' last year's Eurovision. Which that's one thing, maybe looking at going to Sweden next year just because Eurovision's going to be over there. And I got friends who are super into Eurovision, and I was like, holiday to Sweden, why not? It was. So it won for... It was a close one. I still think the Finnish song should have won, but Euphoria was still a good song. Like, it was close between the two, and it was purely down to personal preference. But yeah, potentially might be in Sweden next year, just because Eurovision's over there. Because I only like super got into it. Not super got into it, but got into it a little bit where I could enjoy it for being Eurovision, not just like friends getting round and having a laugh and a drink together. Kind of got into the competition side of it on this year's. We're not quite in last year's yet, although the months are flying by. We are almost in December, which is kind of scary. But that also means it's almost close to like time's off. No. Hate to shut it down immediately, but vlogging, not for me. If I could think of something stupid to do while I'm there, but I don't think there's any, like, if I could theme a hunt. But no, like, I don't know, vlogging's just not really my thing. Because I tried it when I was younger, not for me. The style of video that I do now on the YouTube channel feels a lot better and a lot more me. And if I can theme stuff around it, like the camping video was just me going camping, but I decided to shiny hunt Pokemon while I was there because it was only me. Like, if I could theme trips like that, but I don't feel like there's anything. Can't leave IKEA. God, I'd be in IKEA for like half an hour while I was shiny hunting Scarlet Violet, which would be funny. Like, just set up a camera where no one would notice. and tons of random guests in the vlog. And then, oh my god, so the idea is getting stupider. And I've got a shiny hunt a timber. Or shiny hunt a team of timber. So they can build all my furniture. Okay, that's funny. Like, it's low on the list, but it is still on the list of ideas. Just get a whole construction team of what people don't consider to be a great shiny, like actually actively considered to be a bad shiny. Which I don't necessarily agree with him. I think he's an okay shiny. Which I think would be more fuel for the fire in the comments. So trying to think what, while I'm on the whole like, oh, emails, sorry. Gotta check. Ooh, hard drive comes tomorrow. Yeah, trying to think what my next video after this did that. Music for me may need to be a little bit lower. I know all of those have hatched. Yeah, back to a train of thought. The next video after this camping one, I was trying to work out, might be the whole redemption video thing that started a while ago. Which, like most of my ideas, get done and then shelved for a bit. So, it might get... Actually, no, it might actually still get shelved for a bit. Saying that. Because I might get it, like, half done. Like, at least a voiceover done. But then I think the Indigo disc is going to be out by the time I get round to it. Depending on how long it takes me to script the redemption video. Because it might be... I want to say the Indigo disc should be like one stream for the story and then another one maybe for like the decks and side stories. I might just power through. Go full on crunch mode. Because crunch culture is bad. But crunching for yourself, not actually that bad. I feel like, as much as I appreciate the offer to help, I feel like there's something, at least particularly me, that I like doing at the moment when I write scripts. But, for yourself, potentially. Maybe jump into making some stuff yourself. Because if you enjoy writing, that is like, at least for me, I find the biggest battle. Outside of, I am also used to hearing my own voice and singing and recording and talking into a mic and all that kind of thing. Like, I don't find that too hard. It's a time investment recording, really. But the scripting, I find, is the bit that slows me down mainly. I mean, if it sounds fun to you, you'd never know, or like, you never get good at it if you don't do it. So, if it sounds like a fun idea, you don't even have to put stuff out. Because I didn't make stuff for years. Like, I went on a full-on video editing course and wasn't putting stuff out on YouTube or that. I was just kind of doing editing for me and nothing went out. But now, video editing and graphics and that is my job. And it started by just doing stuff for me. Like failing in private. And then failing a bit in the public eye. And then actually putting out stuff that I like. Like, you don't know how many videos on the main channel are unlisted. Or not unlisted, they're privated. That may eventually have to come down. Like, I still want to give an archive of them because I feel like that's history for me, but... Oh, what's the most viewed video that is privated at the minute? Because there's one that just kind of kept getting random views. Going content. Because I feel like the album video is actually overtaking it. Not Johnny, nope. It is further back than that. I'll know the thumbnail. To just follow what you enjoy doing. It doesn't even have to be like a big video. It could just be like a little test one just to like get into the role of things. Establish your own style. 6.7k. Which I wouldn't mind losing 6.7k off privated views of all things. Because that's what actually got me making the Live Index video for a start. Was just me being on stream, chatting with Stitch. And the idea rolled from the amount of time I was hitting B on Surskit. And then I was hitting B on other Pokemon evolving. To then it just... I was like, well, I've got all this streamed footage, and it was before the streams were deleted, so I just downloaded them. I was like, if I want to do anything with them, they're there. And then eventually it just kind of rolled into the bigger video. And once I realised I had decent coverage of everything, I then started recording more and more off stream while I was doing other bits. Scripting it all together. And there's low battery warning again. Once it's out, I'm gonna just swap to the Joy-Cons probably. No worries, I'll catch you in a bit. You're not missing much. It's not the most interesting stream, is it? Have a good night, and I'll catch you probably Thursday. Oh, and there's Ruby.
Follow Ruby Transcutie on Twitch.
There you go, you got your advertisement in. You dipped as soon as Majora's back. Or were you just lurking the whole time? You needed to be the only one. Did wonder how you got so many followers on Twitch. You're like, doesn't Streamer Tumba has a few followers? Get that self-promo in where you can. Which I can respect. I've had to do it. Being in, annoyingly, like, in people's comments, trying to make my own videos relevant. Because I hate when people just drop the videos irrelevantly.
Wait Tim mod https://shem.twitch.tv/Ruby
I'm gonna exercise some privileges there. Maybe not. Like, I don't mind it in the TTS. you got the TTS, but maybe not in the chat though. Oh no. Is that all your bits gone? You happy I put the TTS down to like 100? Yeah. I mean, it got on the video and stuff. I don't mind it because I know you're not gonna go bad with it. I just don't want people seeing the VOD and being like, oh, I could do this. Like, drop my link in. Then again, like you're saying, you're a mod, you can drop links other people wouldn't be able to. You know what? It's actually fine. Thinking about it more, I don't actually have an issue. People could sit in the stream long enough to get 100 bits. Then, wait. No, bits of the paid one, are they? They could sit in the chat. See, that's what we
Follow
like.
At Panaye on Twitch.
You weren't quite done. Yeah, if people sit there long enough to get the points, I don't mind them wasting them. Oh, right, yeah. I mean, let's be honest, Twitch could have picked a better name for the currency than bits. Like, they could have picked... I guess gems is kind of cliche, but they all look like gems. And just not the best naming conventions, but they're kind of stuck with it now, aren't they? And I guess more than like one bit, it does read a bit better. And I might actually for once do a show. Because I think I said this last time. I think I'm going to do a shorter stream and I still went near enough up to like 2 hours. I think it was like an hour 58, like just short. Oh, and by the way, speaking of VOD, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it. there's going to be, and I'm going to apologise for it, a blast of VODs on the weekend. I just need to get through editing the video, hopefully for Friday, and get thumbnails done for them. And it's just going to be me powering through on like a Friday night to get everything done. Like descriptions and everything. And I think by the weekend there's going to be 17 VODs going up. Because I was that behind, considering we're on like, what, day 50? Flutters. I feel like... Am I missing something? Is there a reference I'm not getting? Because I feel like I've missed something. Oh, got ya. Yeah, the flutters could work. Twitches, ticks. You have twitches, you tick. Although ticks does sound like the bugs, doesn't it? Is the playlist stop? It did! How dare the playlist stop? Let's go Tensor. Pricks. Yeah. Take all my pricks. I don't want them. It's gonna be this one as it gets tense. Is the prick gonna bring me the shiny? Oh, speaking of update, I feel like I'm just gonna be updating people as they come in. Like, oh, I haven't seen you for a second. I don't know if you've noticed all the extra sounds and that I put in, by the way. There's... Oh, and because I know potentially you're not gonna, like, renew the sub when it comes up, how I'm planning to do ads moving forward, it's gonna be pre-roll ads. And that's it. Then people from there can choose with the points to play ads. And it's gonna come up with this dumb sound that I made.
It's time for the advert!
Just me doing a very stupid X Factor announcer impression. I kind of had too much fun with it, I think. But yeah, people could like activate that one, and that's the only time, like mid-stream, there should be ads from then. And it was an excuse for me to do the X Factor announcer voice. Because there's one particular announcement he did that I've always loved doing. And I can't remember what year she was a contestant, especially since I haven't watched the X Factor for literal years. Or, like, I'm a celebrity, it's on now and I don't even watch that. Don't really watch live TV. Live streams, yes. Live TV, no. But it's just 1 year announcing someone to come on stage, and it was like,
oh no! Rachel Argenteji!
And that is like my go-to if I need to get into his voice. That's a phrase I always use. If you're like me, you usually probably have a phrase to go into certain accents. Like, if I'm going to do an Irish accent, it's usually, I've got to go like, oh, hoody, 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 hoody. And I just can't do it in an Irish accent.
Follow at Transakari Miva for voice feminization lectures or join the instance in chat.
Oh. Yeah, we don't mind a bit of that. Feminization lectures. Oh, sorry, voice feminization lectures. Oh, sorry. All the words in the sentence are important. Yeah, I think I've talked about that before. That's honestly interesting. Like, I feel like there's stuff that I could probably take just for, like, help and shift my voice to be more projected, which is one thing I wanted to do. What was that? Oh, it read it way wrong. Trans Academy VR. I'm assuming that's something that you've been working on recently, or just started, maybe? I don't know. I'm assuming a lot of things. I could be making an ass out of me. How many eggs am I up to? 2 more hatches and I'll be in a box. I feel like today's is gonna be only a short stream. Because I do really want to get into finishing off this video. It is weird for this camping video, editing real life footage and trying to make it work with all the game footage. Oh, nice. I think that's probably a decent time to jump in, like. Yeah, get yourself clean. Watch yourself, bitch. Yeah, now decent time to jump in when they've had a bit of practice. And there's less of the teeth and pains. Yeah, you get yourself clean. I'll keep hatching the shinies, trying to hatch this DURALUDON. And then potentially we can see what our Chaladon looks like when we jump into the DLC, if he hasn't got a stupid evolution requirement. Which he probably will. It's gonna be like... Actually no, they stopped doing the hatch in certain areas. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, I also changed the shiny sound to be Sword and Shield. Just for gaslighting reasons. Like, and that one just because Oh, how has someone not done the welcome to the stream yet? For an hour in, welcome to the stream. It is a Monday, so I wasn't expecting people to like be on straight away. And usually it's either like Stitch or Ray that does it. I think that's your second one that you've got to. Which today was a pretty easy one to get to. Like you take your wins where you can get to. Because usually it's I wait, but I knew Ray was away. And Stitch hasn't been particularly
Ruby Transcutie welcomed everyone to the pantry party.
And there you go. You got your... Just one more TTS for only 10 Pokeballs. That's a deal. I'm almost out of box. Yeah. Potentially there might be a couple more sounds added for redemptions in between. I do need to make... I've got so much work to do on like back-end stream stuff. There might just be, if I ever hop on for a day where I'm just like, I'm just gonna spend like 8 hours just doing stream bits, updating down below so all the emotes are on the graphics, doing icons for all the channel point redemptions, and there's just a lot of stuff to do. Doing thumbnails and all that kind of stuff. Updating Discord, because Discord needs its icon updating, so it's like nice and animated. And also so it's maybe potentially like a little twitchy GP that like glitches every now and again. Which I realise it is a JP now, but maybe it's a JP. Little unknown dude who squeezed his way into the intro of the camping video. He's just floating around. Because part of it's explaining like the rules and kind of for people who may not be like super into shiny hunting, which if you click on a shiny hunting video, I don't know why you wouldn't be super into shiny hunting.
Follow insert thing here on Twitch.
The funny thing is if that was actually a channel. But like all is one word, insert thing here. And it'd be even funny if it was a hot tub streamer. Because they are still so jarring to see on. Like, I know they're a thing, and I've just got to accept it, but it's still jarring to see them on the front page of all things. Just thankfully, usually when I come on, other people who I watch are also live. So thankfully, it put them first, and not the 2 girls, 1 bathtub, hot tub stream.
Follow at Waluigi Hot Tub Streams on Twitch.
I'm surprised it nailed that. Ouija Hot Tub Stream. I want these all to be a thing. Like, not for any reason. I want to know they exist. Because that would just make my life a little happier. You know what I mean? Just something existing is all you need to know. Oh, I assume that exists. And that makes me happier to know it exists. And also, if it's ever live while I'm on. Or maybe when I eventually get around to doing like VR streams when I can afford to get a new computer. I might even like pop into the world for a bit. Or like, what's it called? 7 PM or something? That's actually not a bad time. That's usually like just after I've had like dinner and I'm just chilling, like getting ready to play. Actually, yeah, I'm just chilling after dinner. I'm not setting up for stream just yet then. I was like, what do I do on Sundays? I was like, oh yeah, I live stream bits on Sundays. Which that's the other thing I've also got to do. The offline screen for the stream. I also want to put a schedule on it. And socials. Because right now it's just the space dude, which also needs updating. I'd rather swap him for little JP. So many graphics to update. So like about sections. Just for fans. I could do things just for fans. I'm assuming you meant the site that is just for fans. If things get really desperate. Or if computer dies and I literally can't do anything. Then it'd be like, I can record things. It's just for fans an actual site. But obviously OnlyFans has a reputation of its own. Let's look that up. Because just for fans would be something interesting. Like, I don't know what would be up there. Like, I mean, I guess that would be the thing I could, like, workshop in the Discord or whatever. Follow on horny, is it? Love it. Content without... Oh no, never mind. Okay. Got it. It is uncensored bits. It's kind of... It's OnlyFans, but to the nth degree. Yeah, I mean, YouTube keeps pushing me being like, do stuff for members, add more things just for members, and like, try and sell it. I'm like, okay, members and Twitch subscribers or whatever, like, I guess, oh, for a second I thought I was missing like a section of eggs, but it was just the egg name covering it. But I was trying to think, what are things that people would want in between, because I can't necessarily do, well, I could do early access to videos, but they'd be so infrequent. I'm assuming that's on Twitch, which would make way more sense. Because still small boy on Twitch and kind of got a... Oh! To be fair, that's not far off-ish then. Because at YouTube I actually have growth on. Oh, I didn't know. Sorry, because you said Twitch before, I just assumed they didn't have YouTube. I might have to just see generally what they do. Yeah, back to the whole... if stuff... Because I'm kind of like... Oh, VODs on YouTube makes sense. Yeah. Just have them auto-upload there. Which is what I've been tempted to do with the VOD channel. But I do like being able to, you know, cut out the karaoke bit instead of maybe not copyright friendly and adding the whole like call to action to start. That would not be good on Twitch. I feel like they just get annoying. I like the Twitch being clean. But I know it's because you're a student at the minute, but you kind of like in the same spending habit as me. Like, you're probably pretty frugal with your spending. Like, what would be... Ah! Time to chase them. Let's make it a war. I must overtake them. Yeah. What would be, like, if stuff makes you potentially think about paying for, like, Twitch subscriptions or, like, YouTube memberships or whatever? As much as I'd probably never pay for them, assuming you might be the same. What would make you at least tempted? Because there's stuff that I do in general, just like... Right, yeah. This is more me thinking, be like, how close are you to actually how I think? Because, like I say, I just don't see the value in paying for stuff like that. But that's also because I don't have a ton of disposable income. Like... Okay, we need to chill this. Spoopy down. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I feel like it's hard for people who are of the same mind of us. It's hard to separate them from the money. Because that money has value and people like us see the value in that sort of thing. It just baffles me. The main thing that got me thinking about it is, while I've been editing, I've had like Doug's VODs on, and the amount of like TTSs he gets through is ridiculous per stream, and he has them for bits. Yeah, oh, he's so good. Like I say, I just robbed the ad thing straight from a stream because it's just a solid idea. No, it's literally just before I went live, or like while I was setting up, I saw it on my home screen, so I got it on my save for later to watch while I'm editing. I think I saw the VOD of it. It's the Mario one with the overlays, was it? Let me have a look. It should still be on my home screen. Mario Maker, but random images cover every level. Yeah, I've seen the VOD of it and it's funny, but the edited down stuff is gold as well. Like, what was I just watching? Because there's some stuff that doesn't make it to videos. Like, I'm assuming is Super Mario World trying to beat 5 worlds. But it's on Shuffler, which, oh my god, have you seen his Shuffle Mania? Like, he hasn't got the edited down, but I sat there and watched a whole VOD of it. It's definitely different to what he does, but it's still got his vibe. And the payoff at the end. Definitely need to, like, if you've ever got, like, work you want to do, or like you're saying your hobby and that. I don't know what your hobby is, but if it's something like art or creative that you can, like, leave something on and watch in the background, I definitely recommend it. It's worth the watch. Oh, sorry, the hobby is you. Oh, also while you're, like, building decks, maybe not playing because it'll be a bit distracting. But I guess if you're playing online, you can. I don't see why not. Yeah, for some reason, I know collecting stuff is a hobby, but my brain just didn't equate collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a hobby. And have I hatched all of the Duraludon and I'm just going around in circles? Yes, I am. Yeah, it's kind of like, to be fair, the stuff that requires focus, but you can take your time with it because that is me with editing. Like, it takes a lot of focus to get, like, stuff timed out and pacing and stuff. Oh, yeah, that as well. Like, delivery times plus cost. But yeah, editing while I'm trying to get, like, the pacing down and stuff like that. There are points where I just stopped editing and just watched it for a little bit. Or like if there was something that would particularly catch me ear or like something that I'd have to watch, I'd then like do the whole like bah, 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 and then replay. Which I think there was a video that went live before. He's also live now. Which I'm thinking maybe like 10 minutes and I might pop off so I can like watch his stream and get some editing done. Yeah, sometimes it's worth the extra. I'm assuming that's 10p, not like £10.99. I was saying, so Doug's video went live before I hopped on. And also as I went live, his stream went live, or like just before I was going live, somewhere around then. I'm like, God damn it, Doug. I want to watch it, but also this is stream time. I'm potentially gonna give it like 10 minutes and then hop off, and then we can both just hop into Doug's chat and chill. You can build your decks and start ordering cards or playing games. And I just sit there, edit, and we can just chill in there. Probably not chatting because his chat goes like the freaking clappers. And I like that. The VOD I was watching the other day, he actually acknowledged like there is a certain point where he started to blow up. And he's like, I could just about follow this. And apparently after like 5,000, 6,000 views-ish, he just can't follow chat anymore and just kind of gives up. And it's just all TTS from there. I was like, okay. So, my fear of like, if the channel ever did blow up and it was just running, I wouldn't have to worry about keeping up with it because at some point it's just not feasible. Obviously, now, very followable. Love it. Dead easy. If it could stay like this forever, but have the view numbers up, that would be so ideal. Wait for this to come. Ooh. At least you got something to look forward to. My thing to look forward to is after work tomorrow. I get to pick up an external SSD because it works out better for me working on like projects and stuff, and potentially being able to like move live streaming off of this computer. And this is the loot. Let's do one playthrough of the hype stuff and then we'll go back to chilled. Oh, how'd they fuck it? Sorry, I had questions, but I was going to ask it. But how did they fuck it up? Oh, you just got a bad one there, yeah. Or maybe you're just ordering when the bad people are on shift. But how did they fuck it up? Because having worked there, it's hard. See, especially the Uber Eats stuff. Like, they come through, like, separately. Like, yeah, I've had Uber Eats mess up and give me someone else's order. So I just got a full refund and then ordered a kebab. But unluckily, I got someone else's pizza, but the pizza had like onions and stuff and on that I didn't eat, so I couldn't even have it. So I just kind of left it to my housemates. But McDonald's giving you an Uber Eats order in person. That feels like it might have been potentially like a kid's order. But I get what you mean. Like, a McDonald's burger is so plain without it. Like, having just burger bun seasoning. Like, my hangover cure. Not that I was ever hungover at work, but let's say I was hungover while I was working at McDonald's. My hangover cure used to be like basically a double Big Mac with bacon and extra seasoning on the burger. Because it would just soak up all of the alcohol with the bread, and then everything else was just sheer like salt and flavour. And it was heaven. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. The only other thing that I've got like to do this week isn't really like hobby things, but hopefully maybe good, because I've needed to get to the doctors for so long, assuming I have ADHD. So I finally got a freaking doctor's appointment. Wait, I did fuck up the first time. I was letting people order sit down when there's no seating. I'm assuming that was like just after lockdown time, if I'm remembering. Because I don't think they do that now, do they? Or have I just not been in that long? Because the last time I went was maybe like 2-3 years ago. Because I literally went in to see the people who I used to work with while I was getting the tattoo down my side. Otherwise, I think it's because I worked there for like 5 years. The food just isn't really appetizing. Like I would... Oh right, so yeah, so they just weren't monitoring it in the slightest. But to be fair, I think for a fast food place to do like sit down orders, it's just kind of backwards anyway, right? Because it's fast food, it's meant to be had on the go. Like if you need to, because I don't think it's, I know they want to be a restaurant and a restaurant needs seating, but they're never comfy chairs in there. It's never a nice atmosphere. They could just get rid of the whole seating situation in general, have a huge kitchen, turn over way... Then again, it depends on... No, then it comes to how many orders they get in store. Like, so there probably is a reason, but they could probably go for like smaller units and just have like kitchen and a counter and have it like every other takeaway store. Takeaway store? Takeaway place. But no, they want to be a restaurant, so they have to have it sit down. But yeah, it's just always seemed bad because I get there's always the argument for people with kids. Because you're a pillar of salt. I love that description. Oh, I think... Actually, no. Now you say it, it's ringing a bell. Yeah, I think you brought this up before. Like, say, like, your free meals. Yeah, you're not having luck with them. Please don't tell me they give you more free meals, though. Like, after that, did you get another free meal voucher from them? Because essentially, just I feel like it's going to be a circle. Like, they give you voucher, they mess something up, they give you a voucher, they mess you up. It's like, to be fair, it is the antithesis of like third strike and you're out. Like, they get one more chance and then you don't go to that McDonald's ever again. Like, third time's got to be the charm for that. Hopefully. I don't know how they mess up a Uber Eats order for a take-in first, but also Big Mac. Pages, but look, I don't know why I'm being on this ad. Let's count today's as one. So they've had 2 messed up orders in a row. I don't know how healthy you want to be, but you could test it immediately tomorrow and be like, alright, here we go. Last one. Last chance. Swing for the fences this time. Go for the home run. If not, it's going to be 3rd strike. Oh yeah, because it would have, if they swapped it, or like, actually no, thinking about it, that's probably where they messed it up. They probably saw just the lettuce and they were just trying to do orders quickly. So they're trying to rationalise it on their side how that happened. And I know from like putting the orders in the bags and stuff, sometimes you're just looking for the keywords in your skim reading. Okay, no, they're just terrible. I'm really trying to, like, fight for them for some reason, even though I have no horse in this race. No, you just got the worst one. Maybe order slightly further away if you're going, like, Uber Eats. And just maybe, like, microwave it for a minute. Oh, nice. Yeah, like, I know you've got no choice if you go in person. But like I say, if you get the next one wrong, you don't go there anymore. And maybe if you really want it, you just Uber Eats it from further away. Or maybe, and hear me out, you balance it. You get more steps in and work off a bit of the meal you're going to eat. So you're making McDonald's slightly healthier. And then you can judge everyone else in there, be like, I'm healthy because I walk so far. But does that work though? If it's like, you get extra McDonald's, but it's just more of the bad McDonald's. Does that work out right? I'm not sure that logic works. True. You can't argue with free food. You've got me there. But I'm saying, if there's a better one further away, you get your extra lettuce and you get more steps in. Then you get to judge people and be healthier. Slightly healthier. Given McDonald's is quite calorie dense, but still. Oh, that is key. Like, piping hot and just the right amount of salt. Because I've never understood people saying, oh, you know the hack with McDonald's is you get fresh chips if you just ask for no salt. But I'm like, I don't care. If I'm getting hot chips with no salt, I'd rather cold chips with the crack cocaine version of salt on them. Judge me all you want. The salt is the best bit. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like an extra little bit of MSG in the salt. God knows. It seemed like just like a salt and pepper mix from when I was like refilling them in work. Yeah, but I feel like... Actually, no. I was going to say, I feel like that isn't the same, but I've never actually tested like extra salted chips versus the actual normal salt sachets. That might be because I don't go there super often, and also if I just get like 2 sets of fries from there, I feel like that's healthy than getting any chicken. But also part of me like going to the doctors on Friday is to test for like gluten intolerance, which actually no, because the chips are gluten free, they're not fried in the chicken vats. Oh well, fair enough. Like, if you're already in for it, in for a penny, in for a pound, enjoy your week. I mean, you started it well. If this week's already fucked health-wise on a Monday, like, just go for it. You can get back on it next week. Also, we're coming into winter. That's when you start to layer up and you can get away with fucking your week's health-wise. You just then got to do the work towards the end of the winter so people don't notice what you did. That's also if you're bothered. If you're not bothered, I mean, just do whatever makes you happy then. Like, I need to get to the gym at some point tonight to start my week off the opposite and try and start it healthier. So I'm a week off. I feel like I didn't do too bad. I got 4 sessions in the gym, which, considering I was struggling to get 3 every other week, so I'm getting on the train now. Considering my minimum is 3. So if I can aim to get 5 this week and try and hold me to it. If you're here Sunday, check how many I've done. I should have done 5-ish, maybe 6 at that point. Because I kind of want to get to Sunday and just chill. Because you do need like a day of rest, but I do want to go hard on it. So hopefully 5 by Sunday. If not, Sunday will be my 5th. Especially considering I'm coming up on like work's night out. Not this weekend, but next. Which, speaking of just trying to be productive in life, and like health-wise, but that is like life productivity. I think I am actually going to cut it short for today. I got an hour and a half-ish in. I did spend like half an hour doing the Pokedoku and messed up on the first form fire type because I put in Roly-Coly, forgetting that it was just a rock type at the start. But yeah, I think that is going to be me done for today. Cheers for popping in. It was nice having a chat with you, Majora, as always is. It's always fun. But I will catch you on Thursday. Yeah, because this was a makeup for yesterday's stream. Yep. Cheers for popping by. I'll catch you in a bit.